What's up, guys? Tom Tucker with a Buoy 10 update for Tuesday, August 26th. Sorry for the late update. I decided to run 2 trips today, and I was out there pretty late. Either way, first thing this morning, we ended up getting a late start. One of my guys didn't show up showed up an hour late. So either way, we kind of headed over there, tried to get that first part of the outgoing tide. And we rolled over to the Washington side and kind of got on that sands troll. And just right when I got out there at about 7:15, it was just nets on nets on nets. As soon as we got down, we got a fish and followed shortly by our first keeper. We hit a few more fish in there, and eventually that bite kind of tapered out a little bit, but more than anything, it got really rough in there. It seemed like more wind than they forecasted, and I don't know where the chop was coming from, but it was pretty gnarly. I had to just kind of sit down and steer the boat for a while, so it was hard to fish as effectively as I would have liked to for all of that outgo. That being said, when the tide flipped, fishing seemed like it was pretty good everywhere. I was fishing out front of Chinook for the first part, and it was a little weird in there. It's kind of seeing some boats around me getting bit, and realized even on the incoming tide, I was having to keep my rods down pretty deep to get bit. One of the other boats over there did me a solid and turned his clicker on and dropped it down to the bottom. Kind of caught wind of that and followed suit, and we were able to get a couple bites doing that. After that kind of tapered out, we just fished that incoming kind of closer to the mouth near Awaco, and it was pretty dang good. I wasn't doing as good as most of the boats around me, which was a little frustrating, but eventually we had our time in that incoming tide and got them pretty good. Most of those were coho, though. We got a few Chinook in that flurry, but majority of them were coho today. A lot of coho. And we finished the first part of the day over on the Oregon side, and it slowed down a bit. Afternoon got a little better out front of Hammond there. We were able to pick up a couple fish for an afternoon trip, and that was it for today. It seemed like having some bait in the cooler helped me today. My spin fish and stuff weren't doing as well as they had been previously, and I wasn't getting as many fish on spinners. Spinners were kind of dead for me, even though I was watching other boats with spinners get them right next to me. So I don't know. Buoy 10 humbles you regularly, and it gave me that today. Even though we had a lot of action, caught a decent amount of fish, there was definitely a lot of boats doing a lot better than me. So back to the drawing board. That's all I got for today. Have a good one.